Hi students! In this video lesson, you will learn about heat transfer. At the end of this video lesson, you should be able to infer the conditions necessary for heat transfer to occur. We normally encounter heat transfer on a daily basis. Although it became an integral part of our life, have you ever asked yourself, how does heat transfer from one object to another? To answer the question, we must understand first the molecular structure of each piece of matter. The particles of a solid matter are tightly packed, usually in a regular pattern. On the other hand, the particles of a liquid matter are close together with no regular arrangement, while the particles of a gaseous matter are well separated with no regular arrangement. These arrangements of the particles of each matter depend on their temperature. The energy responsible for the motion of particles in order for heat transfer to occur in a matter is kinetic energy. Remember that the arrangement as well as the behavior of particles in a matter is influenced by its temperature. Temperature determines the average amount of kinetic energy present in the molecules of a material. To fully understand this concept, let's analyze these figures. Which of the two liquid substances has the largest average kinetic energy? The answer is the beaker with hot water. Take note that objects with high temperatures contain particles with large average kinetic energy, while objects with low temperatures contain particles with small average kinetic energy. Heat transfer usually takes place between two objects with different temperatures, hot and cold objects. In this case, the flow of heat is from the object with high temperature to the object with low temperature. Heat is the energy transferred from a hot object to a cold object. Keep in mind that heat is uncontainable by anything or matter. It is thermal energy, not heat, that thing possesses. When the objects in which heat transfer is exhibited attain to have an equal temperature, thermal equilibrium has reached since there is no transfer of thermal energy anymore. Now, you have learned the key concepts about heat transfer. Let us now discuss the methods of heat transfer. The first one is conduction, a mode in which materials should be in direct contact for the transfer of heat to occur. Some examples are leaving a hot coffee in a mug. After some time, the mug becomes hot too, and the metal spoon becomes hot due to the high temperature of the water to where it is submerged. Here are some examples of good thermal conductors and thermal insulators. Convection is another method of heat transfer. This is the transfer of heat through a fluid caused by molecular motion. To explain this, let us study the convection that occurs in boiling water. The motion of the water while boiling is like a cycle. The cooler water descends and gets warm while the warm water rises until the boiling point is reached. The behavior of water while boiling is similar to the behavior of air in a room with an air conditioning unit. It forms a current which allows the cold air released by the air conditioning unit to fall. This action initiates the warm air to rise and be taken to be cold. Same reason why a hot air balloon floats. It is due to the convection current or the behavior of warm air and cold air within the balloon. Density is the major reason why warm air tends to rise and cold air to descend. Warm air is less dense than cold air. Radiation is the last method of heat transfer. In this method, heat is transferred through electromagnetic waves, which means that it doesn't require a medium to travel. The best example of this is the solar energy we are receiving from the sun. That ends our lesson. Thank you for watching.